The great house at Collinwood in the year 1840. An era of terror for all who go by the name of Collins. Two men have been carrying out a secret plot against Quentin Collins to brand him guilty of practicing witchcraft. On this night, Desmond, Quentin's best friend, is mysteriously dying, and Lamar Trask has found in Quentin's private laboratory in Collinwood what he believes to be the final proof that Quentin has caused this illness through his powers as a warlock.
Mr. Trask.
Oh, good evening, Miss Harridge.
May I ask what you were doing in Mr. Collins' laboratory?
Laboratory? Why, you must be mistaken.
No, I'm surely not mistaken. I was standing in the doorway of the kitchen. I saw you come up the cellar stairs. Mr. Collins never allows anyone down there when he's not here.
Miss Harridge, I suggest you forget you saw me this evening.
I shall do no such thing. I intend to tell Mr. Collins you were there.
Very well, if you wish to be in league with the devil in this house.
With the devil?
Or perhaps you're already in league with him. Perhaps that's why you're so anxious to help him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Trask. I don't understand what you're talking about.
All right. You may tell Quentin Collins that I found his evil weapon, the one he's been using against Desmond Collins. And you may tell him that I shall bring the wrath of God down upon him. I shall rid this house of the witchcraft with which he has defiled it.
What is that?
You know as well as I do that it's a creature of the black arts, a voodoo doll, and it has something of Desmond Collins tied around it.
Where did you find it?
In Quentin's laboratory. And as soon as I get back to Rose Cottage with it, Quentin's attempt to kill Desmond will be stopped.
Quentin Collins would never try to kill anyone.
The Almighty will never look favorably upon one who follows Satan.
Mr. Trask, I won't listen to any more of this. I'm going to find Mr. Collins this minute and tell him about it.
Yes. Go and warn him, for all the good it will do.
My name is Randall Drew.
Yes, of course, you're Mrs. Collins' brother. Won't you come in?
Thank you. You must be the new governess.
Yes.
I'm looking for Quentin Collins. Is he here?
Well, as a matter of fact, I've just been looking for him myself. I don't know where he is.
I see.
If you'll excuse me, I'll look for Quentin, and you can wait for us in the drawing room.
Pardon me, but don't we know each other from somewhere?
Why, no, I don't believe so.
I'm almost certain that I've met you before. What is your name?
Daphne Harridge.
Daphne. Daphne Harridge. No, nothing comes back. I'm not very good on names, but I always remember faces.
Quentin, thank goodness you're back. Something terrible has happened at Rose Cottage. Desmond's very ill, and Mr. Trask was here. He was saying all kinds of things that I didn't...
All right. Now, that's it. Take it easy. Come on in here and relax. Randall, come here to see me?
Yes, but it's something that can wait until later. What is all this about Desmond?
I don't know. Mr. Trask made it sound like he was dying.
Well, what else did he say?
Well, he said things I'd rather not repeat in front of anyone. I'm very sorry, Mr. Drew.
It's all right. I'll go to Rose Cottage and see how Desmond is. I will talk to you later, Quentin.
Oh, I'll be there in a few minutes. We can talk then. Now, what happened?
I caught Mr. Trask coming out of your laboratory.
Yes.
He had a doll, and it had something of Desmond's wrapped around it. He said that he had found it downstairs and that you were using witchcraft on it to make Desmond ill. Quentin, I know none of
You
it's
knew where
true,
Trask
but
went.
He said he was going to Rose Cottage. Quentin, what are you going to do? Quentin!
Hi, Mr. Trask. What brings you here?
I found what we've been looking for. Here is the final proof that Quentin Collins is a warlock. You still seem to have some doubts about me, sir.
I have no doubts of where you found the doll. I'm wondering whether this constitutes the final proof against Quentin.
Why, of course it does.
Somebody could have planted this doll in Quentin's laboratory with the hopes that the blame would fall on Quentin for what has been happening around here.
Why are you still so determined to defend him?
How do we know this doll is responsible for Desmond's illness?
The ascot. See how it's tied about the neck of the doll as if it were meant to choke it? Just as Desmond is choking.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Quentin, listen to me. Stay away. It's trouble. It's only trouble. She doesn't know she's innocent. Leave her alone. Let her live her life.
It's astonishing.
What are you two doing here? What happened? Why am I in bed?
You were very close to death, Desmond.
I remember becoming ill. I couldn't breathe. It was as if someone were choking me. But I was downstairs.
You were brought up here earlier this evening. How do you feel now?
As if I was suddenly released. The pressure in my throat is gone. Why is it over so suddenly? I don't understand.
Desmond, I have the weapon that was causing it. But first, tell me, you recognize this?
Yes, it's mine. Where did you get it?
It was tied around the neck of this figure. Oh, you seem to recognize this, too. Tell me, Desmond, where have you seen it before? To whom does it belong? You must tell us.
Once belonged to me. I picked it up on a trip to South America years ago. When I returned, I gave it as a gift to Quentin Collins.
Randall, where's Trask?
He's upstairs with Gerard in Desmond's room.
How is Desmond?
I'm waiting for someone to come down now and
You won't have to wait much longer. I'm going to drag Trask out of that
Oh,
room.
now, wait, Quentin. You can't go in the frame of mind you're in now. You'll upset Desmond. Besides, you might do something you'll regret later. Trask will be coming downstairs soon. Wait here.
I suppose you're right.
What happened to get you so angry?
Oh, Daphne caught Trask snooping around Collinwood. He was sneaking around the laboratory trying to get something he could pin on me. In my own home.
Well, why don't you have him arrested for breaking and entering? It might serve to slow him down a bit.
I'll decide what to do with Trask after I see him. Randall, you said you wanted to talk to me. What about?
I'd rather wait until after you've seen Trask.
All right, as you wish.
By the way, I couldn't help noticing your new governess is Seems quite devoted to you.
Yes. She's a lovely young woman.
It's funny, but I can't get over the feeling that I've met her before.
I don't think that's possible.
What's not possible? Everything's possible. I learned that 4 years ago with Joanna.
Randall, let's not talk about the past. It's all over.
Don't worry about me, Quentin. I accepted all that long ago. I never thought it would be possible for anything to come between me and Joanna. But then she met you, and suddenly life changed for all of us. I don't know if you still see her. And I don't care anymore.
Randall, I couldn't see her if I wanted to.
What do you mean?
She's dead. Yes. She committed suicide 6 months ago.
Suicide?
That's right.
Oh, no. God. Why did she do it?
I don't know. I was at sea when it happened. I've been asking myself that question over and over.
Joanna gone? Why? She was so lovely, so...
What's wrong?
Your governess, Daphne.
Yes?
I did meet her before. It was a long time ago. She was only a child then. Her face was almost the same then as it is now, Quentin. That girl is Joanna's sister. You already knew it.
Yes, I knew it.
Does Samantha know who she is?
No, she doesn't, and I beg you not to tell her because no good can come out of it.
You mean you have nothing to gain if Samantha finds out and everything to lose? You installed her in that house, didn't you?
Randall, listen to me.
Don't bother to deny it. I know that it's true. I've seen the two of you together there at Collinwood, and I know it's true.
All right, now let me explain.
There's nothing to explain. It's all quite clear. You've already ruined the lives of 2 young women, and now you want to ruin the life of a 3rd.
You don't know the truth of what's happened.
I've known the truth since the day you took Joanna away from me. I just could never admit to myself that you had some insane compulsion to destroy. I've seen what you're doing with Samantha. You killed Joanna, and now you want to destroy her younger sister.
You've been this bitter all of these years.
I warn you now, Quentin. I'm not going to let you ruin this young girl's life. I'll do whatever becomes necessary to stop you.
Randall, I wonder if you have any idea how dangerous it is to threaten Quentin Collins.
Trask, I'm going to give you one more warning, and that's all. Now, you stop all of this talk about witchcraft, and you stay off of Collinwood. If I catch you back on my property, I'm not going to be responsible for what's going to happen to you.
You deny that the voodoo doll I found in your laboratory belongs to you.
I don't deny anything. I do happen to have a so-called voodoo doll, and the last time I saw it, it was in my room.
For your so-called voodoo doll had an ascot of Desmond's tied around its neck. Now, when that ascot was removed, Desmond, who was choking to death, suddenly made a miraculous recovery. And then he identified the doll as belonging to you. I'm sure his testimony will be very interesting when he tells it to the authorities.
Now, you listen to me. I don't care what you think Desmond said. He knows that I would never do anything to hurt him, and I know that he would never say anything against me. Now, if you found that doll in the lab, you had to have taken it out of my room and planted it there, because that's the only way you could ever prove anything against me. And if it's not too much inconvenience for you, if it is my doll, I would like to have it back.
Oh, so you can work more of your evil ways with it? No. I'm going to keep it in a safe place to be used as evidence against you.
You'll be jailed for breaking and entering before you can do that. I'm giving you one last warning. You stay off of my property, or the next time I won't stop with words.
Can you not feel the presence of the evil, Randall?
Don't you think you're going too far, Trask?
One can never go far enough in pursuing the followers of Satan.
Why should Quentin want to harm Desmond? They're very close. Everyone knows that.
Not as close as one might think. Earlier this evening, I walked in and found them in the midst of a violent quarrel.
About what?
Randall, at 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to present my evidence against Quentin to the police. I need your help. I need the help of someone who is an unbiased witness. You must help me stop him.
I'm sorry, but even if this doll is Quentin's, I just still can't find it concrete evidence. Someone could have planted it there to implicate him. I'll go and talk to Gabriel and the others at Collinwood, and if I believe that Quentin is guilty, I will meet you at the park in town at 9:45. If I don't believe it, I shan't appear.
I have seen my Quentin again, but he was not alone. I beg you, do not make the same mistake I made.
Well, that's the second letter you've received. Where did you find it?
Just now in my room, just before I came down and found you here, but how could it have gotten there?
Well, I think the answer lies in the supernatural.
Perhaps you're right. Quentin and I held a seance tonight, and something did appear to us.
Well, was it Joanna?
I don't know, but I think it was. She wanted me to leave here.
Daphne, I don't like seeing you distressed and upset like this.
I can't help being upset.
But I don't want you to be. You're a very special woman to me. Especially to me. Things are going to change for you. I know it. And I will help you change. There's a new world awaiting you. One of beauty, power, and terror. And you will achieve all of it. I will help you. Let me help you.
Why did you do that?
Why did you let me?
I didn't. I don't know.
I do.
How can you claim to be Quentin's good friend? How would you like it if I told him what just happened?
But you won't tell him, will you? Good evening, Quentin.
Good evening. I have talked to Trask. I don't know how much good it's going to do. Has something happened here?
Quentin, I received another note tonight.
Well, I will leave you two alone. I'm sure that you want to be that way. Good night, Quentin.
Good night.
Good night, Daphne.
I promise you, we're going to find out how all of this is happening.
Yes, I know we will.
This note isn't the only thing that's bothering you, though, is it? Now, something happened while I was out. What? What happened?
Nothing. It's just the note.
Desmond, did you and Quentin have a quarrel tonight?
Yes, we did. Why?
Well, that's why Trask says Quentin did this to you.
Oh, please, Randall, that's ridiculous. I mean, let's try and be objective about this. Quentin Collins is my closest friend. You and I both know that he's not capable of something like witchcraft.
Then how do you explain the doll?
I can't. I only know it wasn't Quentin.
Well, then who do you think is responsible?
The man who is the subject of our argument, Gerard Stiles.
So that's the argument Trask overheard.
But I'm going to tell you, don't ask me for proof because I can't give any. I suppose it's wrong for a lawyer to rely on instinct alone, but that's what I'm doing. I have no proof, not a hint of evidence. But my every instinct tells me that there is more to Gerard Stiles than meets the eye.